The Johnson's Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly. The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat present Fibber McGee and Molly with Bill Thompson, Gail Gordon, Arthur Q. Bryan, and me, Harlow Wilcox. The script is by Don Quinn and Phil Leslie. Music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. When you're fixing up your house for the holidays, be sure to remember the appearance of your floors. Polished floors that glisten with a mellow waxed luster, make your whole house more beautiful. And your floors are sure to have that glistening beauty when you use Johnson's Paste Wax. With Johnson's Paste Wax, it's easy to make your floors beautiful, easy to keep them that way. Your floors stay beautiful because Johnson's Paste Wax forms a hard coat over the wood surface. A coat that protects your floors, even if your house is crowded with guests from November to January. And, of course, that tough coat of wax makes floors easier to keep clean. A few strokes with a dry mop whisk dirt right off the surface. Leave it bright and spotless. Be ready for the holidays and the guests they will bring to your house. Ask your dealer for Johnson's Paste Wax tomorrow. You'll save your floors, you'll save yourself tiresome work. And when people drop in, they'll see floors that have the warm, rich, mellow glow that goes with the holiday season. Question: in what sports can you get some wonderful exercise if you take 3 quick steps, stoop, squint, twitch your shoulders, walk back and sit down for 3 minutes? Answer: bowling. Comment: this is the exercise without exertion which would appeal to a man who has always contended that if nature hadn't intended man to sit down a lot, she would never have designed him to bend in just the right places to fit a chair. And we do mean himself, of Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dearie, isn't this the day you go bowling tonight?
My gosh, is this Friday?
No, this is Tuesday.
Oh, gee, you scared me there for a minute. Our league bowls on Friday.
I know, but as your social secretary, I must remind you that the bowling alley was closed last Friday due to the fact that the management was treating the alleys to a coat of bread and butter, and your bowling was set for tonight. Don't you remember?
Say, it is tonight at that. Hey, what do you mean they were coating the bowling alleys with bread and butter?
Our bread and butter, sweetheart. Otherwise known as Johnson's Wax.
Oh, yeah.
That noble product to which you have given 13 of the best years of your wife.
Well, baby, I'm sure glad you reminded it to my attention. I and Wally Wimple and Latrivia and Wilcox are in 3rd place in our league so far, and I'd hate to miss out. I'm meeting them at Allen's Alleys at 8, having 8.
At 8, having what?
Having 8. Having 8 dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, you see, if we meet downtown for dinner, we get gabbing so much that we don't get to the bowling alley till about 9. So now we meet at the alley at 8, having 8. Well, that way we don't have...
Permit me.
Pray do.
79 Wistful Vista, Molly McGee speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Wimple.
Hey, let me speak to him.
What was that, Mr. Wimple? You can't? Well, I'm sure he'll be quite disappointed.
Hey, what did he say,
Well, thank you for calling, Mr. Wimple. Yes, I'm sure he can find somebody else.
Hey, what's the matter, Molly?
What, Mr. Wimple? Your wife is expecting? Yes, I'll tell him. Goodbye, Mr. Wimple.
Sweetie Face is expecting?
Yes. She's expecting him to try to sneak out tonight. So she has him locked up in his room.
Oh, dear. That Wimple. A victim of the double ring ceremony. One on her finger and one through his nose. Well, I got to find somebody else to bowl with, I guess. Now, let me see. Who could I think of?
I'm not doing anything tonight.
Huh?
Just sitting around the house seeing the world through the eye of a darning needle.
Well, would you rather I stayed home, Tootsie? I would if I wasn't
Oh,
going out.
no. I want you to go bowling.
Oh.
But what I was timidly suggesting, dearie...
Hey, I wonder if Doc Gamble could bowl tonight. I'll give him a buzz and see if he can't make it.
Come in. Well, for goodness sakes, here's the doctor right now, McGee.
Oh.
Hello, doctor.
Hello, my dear. Hello, Muscle Bustle.
Well, if it isn't old Fever Chart in person. Dr. George Gamble, F.C.,
FC.
Physician and surgeon.
That's FS.
Yeah, that's what I meant, FS. Hey, Doc, you busy tonight?
No, but I can always think of something urgent if you have anything to suggest, which I don't want to do.
Well, one of his bowling foursome had to back out tonight, Doctor. Do you bowl?
Oh, yes, I bowl.
Yeah, he bowls. You ought to see him bowl, Molly. He picks up the ball like it was a human head he'd found lying in a snake pit. Takes a little run forward as if he was following a pretty nurse down the hall, and throws the ball with a kind of a bent elbow jerk that has every pinboy in the joint ducking for cover. And if he knocks over more than 3 pins, he sits down looking as happy as if he just operated on Westbrook Pegler with a dull pocket knife.
Oh, now, I don't believe he can be that bad, McGee. Are you, Doctor?
As a sports reporter, my dear, little stumblebum here would make a great correspondent for the Mortician's Gazette. He is simply out of this world. Or he would be if I had a loaded pistol with me.
Look, sculptor of human flesh. All kidding put to aside, how's about bowling tonight? Me and you and Wilcox in La Trivia.
Maybe the doctor has cases which demand his attention, don't you, Doctor?
Well,
Ah, phooey on his cases. Let the old bicarbonate of soda jerk stay away from the hospital for one evening. Let the patients get one night's good sleep without him barging in and waking them up to give them their sleeping pills. How is it, Doctor?
Well, my boy, much as I would like to go bowling with you just for laughs, and don't think your bowling form isn't good for a few merry chuckles, I must gladly decline the invitation. I have a tentative date.
A date, Doctor?
Mm-hmm. With a girl? What do you think? I'd have a date with a ground squirrel? Certainly a girl. In fact, I think you know her. Fifi Tremaine.
Heavenly days, Fifi Tremaine. Is she back in town?
Mm-hmm. I thought she was Mayor Latrivia's girlfriend, Docky.
That is a delusion which is shared by our esteemed mayor. Well, I'm sorry, my boy. I'll make it some other time. Good day, my dear.
Oh, must you go, Doctor?
Yes, I have a rather unpleasant job to do this afternoon. I have to can some tomatoes.
You canning tomatoes?
Yes, I've got to fire a couple of nurses. Bye now.
Billy Mills in the orchestra and Buttons and Bows.
Hello? Hello? Hello, is that you, Moo Moo? Hey, Moo Moo, we need another guy to go bowling tonight. How's about it, kid? Oh, you are, eh? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, Moo Moo. Take care of yourself.
Who is Moo Moo?
Moo Moo Simpson. He's in bed with a busted leg, and I thought you knew.
Oh, that's right. He broke it at a jitterbug dance, didn't
Yeah.
he? Say, isn't he a little old for that sort of thing?
Oh, he wasn't dancing. He was just crossing the floor to get his daughter a drink of water, and he got hemmed in. Next thing he knew, he was down on the floor with a busted leg, lower plate cracked, and a shoe missing. Nobody could reach him for 5 choruses of Cow Cow Boogie.
Oh, and I just love the newspaper story about it.
Yeah.
It said, Cow Cow goes Moo Moo. Well, I'll try to think of somebody while I'm upstairs sorting the laundry. It'll only take me 5 minutes or so.
Okay, take your time, kiddo. Ah, there goes a good kid. Always after me to get some more exercise. She says I'm beginning to look like I dressed in the dark and got my bustle on the wrong side. But my gosh. Come in, Teeny.
Hi, mister. Gee, how'd you know it was me? How'd you know? How'd you?
Experience, sis. Somehow you always show up the minute my wife leaves the room. Hey, incidentally, Teeny, does your father ever go bowling?
Oh, sure he does, I bet you. He loves bowling.
Good. Is he doing anything tonight?
I don't know, mister.
Do you think your mother would mind if I asked him to go bowling?
Oh, no, she wouldn't care, I guess.
Think he'd go bowling with me and Wilcox and the mayor?
Gee, I bet you he'd like it a lot, I bet you.
Okay, I'll call him up.
Where?
What you mean, where? Where is he?
We don't know.
Huh?
Up in Canada someplace. Hunting.
Oh, well, why didn't you tell me that in the first place?
Because my daddy says when you go hunting, you have to be very quiet about it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. He's trying to get a mouse's head to hang over the fireplace.
Not a mouse's head, sis. A moose's head.
Oh. Oh, if he wanted a moose's head, he wouldn't have to go clear to Canada, I bet you.
No?
There's lots of them right here.
Oh.
My Uncle Charlie is a moose. Only Uncle Charlie's head wouldn't look good over our fireplace on account of he smokes a pipe.
Oh.
Hmm?
I just said oh.
Oh. Hey, mister, do you know what Santa Claus is going to bring me if he reads my letter? A Shetland pony. Oh, boy.
Good.
Do you think he will, mister? Do you think Santa Claus will bring me a Shetland pony, really? Do you, mister? Do you?
Well, sis, I really couldn't say. All I know is this. If you want something bad enough and concentrate on it hard enough and long enough, you're liable to get it. Unless there's some reason why you shouldn't have it. In other words, sometimes we're not the best judges of what we ought to have. So if you just keep in mind the fact that in this life we usually get not so much what we want as what we deserve, it eases up a lot of disappointments.
Oh, boy. Then I'm sure going to get that Shetland pony because I deserve it. Gee, thank you, mister. Oh, boy, a real live Shetland pony. I want to tell Willie, too. So long, mister.
Hey, wait a minute, sis. I didn't mean that you were...
Willie, you know what Mr. McGee told me? He said I deserved a Shetland pony because in this life we never...
Well, that's what I get for being so dad-ratted philosophic. Why don't I leave that stuff to the morning programs? My gosh, I got all...
Who was that I heard yelling, McGee?
Little girl from across the street. I thought for a minute her father was going to bowl with us, but he's up in Canada hunting. I'd like to do that myself if they'd give an elk a license to shoot a moose. I always thought...
Hello, Molly. Hi, pal. Say, haven't we got a date to go bowling tonight?
Yep, at the Alley's at 8. Having 8.
Only Mr. Wimple can't get there, Mr. Wilcox.
He can't? Well, who we get to fill in, pal? We've got to have a 4-man team or we get aced out of the league. Can you think of anybody?
Well, you always seem to have a cousin someplace, Junior. Haven't you got a cousin that bowls?
Sure. Big foul line Wilcox.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be delighted to... No, he can't make it either.
Why not, Mr. Wilcox?
He took some shots yesterday and he's laid up in bed.
What was he taking shots for, Junie? Bad cold?
No, he got hungry for some meat and couldn't afford it, so he held up a meat market. rider pulled a gun out of the cash register and got my cousin 3 times in the tenderloin. So she can't bowl tonight.
Well, heavenly days, Mr. Wilcox. Don't look so worried. It'll turn out all right, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm not worried about him. What's got me perturbed is we've been talking for 3 minutes, and I haven't been able to work the dialogue around to the product.
Ah, yes, the product. Well, you could have threw in something about your cousin finding a new glow at the end of a pistol and go on from there.
No, but it isn't about Glow Coat this week. It's about Johnson's paste wax.
Well, why do you always have to be so subtle and tricky with these things, Mr. Wilcox? Let's have it bang, bang, flat-footed right off the cuff.
Gee, I never thought of that. Folks, try Johnson's paste wax. It's a wonderful way to protect and beautify wood floors, linoleum, furniture, woodwork, and all wood surfaces, whether light or dark. Use it to touch up wax floors where the wear is heaviest. Johnson's paste wax is long-wearing and makes dusting a once-over likely sort of task. You mean like that, Molly?
Why, sure.
Why, sure, Waxy. You don't have to be so dad-ratted ingenious all the time. Every once in a while, you got to get people's mind off of your technique and onto what you're selling. Hey, we got to find a bowling partner.
Yeah, I'll try to think of somebody. Hey, look, how about Billy Mills?
Wonderful idea.
Hand me the phone.
No good.
Why not?
He threw his shoulder out of joint yesterday.
Oh.
He did? How?
Well, you know Billy, nearsighted and too proud to wear glasses.
Yeah?
Picked up a piano and tried to play it like an accordion. But keep trying, pal. I'll see you at the Alleys at 8.
Having 8?
Having 8.
Well, he was a big help. Looks like everybody in town is either laid up or busy.
Looks like.
Oh, gone of all the rotten luck. Reminds me of the time I got some batter in my eye when I was beating up a batch in the bakery at Bakersfield.
Why, sweetheart, you never told me about working in a bakery.
I never told you about the time the batter splattered when I was beating batter for the bakery.
You never did.
Well, baby, stand well back. You see, the Bakersfield bakery used big batches of batter for baking, and they like their batter beat with butter. Now, some of the batter beaters beat some awful bitter batter, but the batter I beat made better beaten batches, and baby, I beat batter by the barrel. We had about as beat up a bunch of bakers as ever balled up a bunch of batter, but the reason my batter baked better was because I beat my batter in a platter, which made a better batter, splattered the bladder, scattered the patter, Come in, quick.
Hello there, kids. What's new?
Hello, Mr. Oldtimer. McGee, maybe he's a bowler.
My gosh, I never thought of him. Hey, old-timer, you ever bowl?
Did I ever bowl? Why, Johnny, I've spent more time at the upper end of an alley than all the policemen who ever sneak to smoke on duty.
Well, I guess that solves your problem, dearie.
I guess it does at that. Hey, look, old-timer, we got a regular foursome that goes bowling every week, and one of our guys had to bow out tonight. How about it? You want to fill in?
Nope.
You don't?
Why not?
Listen, kids, did you know I was in the Seabees during the war? Did you know that I spent 3 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, 5 days, 9 hours, and 32 minutes on the lonesomest island in the whole South Seas and nothing to do evenings but bowl on the beach with beer bottles and coconuts?
You mean no movies?
They sent us just one movie short subject, Johnny. Made us Seabees so mad we bulldozed the projection booth into the lagoon.
Well, my goodness, what movie was it?
The title was Bowl Your Way to Health and Happiness. No, kids, no bowling for me. I'll play dominoes blindfolded, hide and go seek near a gravel pit, or tiddlywinks with the tiddlies wild, but no bowling. Now, sir, enough is enough. Pavlova once said to a stage manager, "Don't talk to me about toe dancing, Tavares. I've had a ballet full of it." Sorry, Johnny. So long, daughter. Howdy, boy.
Well, I'm just as bad off as before. No fourth for bowling. My gosh, it's 7:45. I got to get going. Hey, what'll I do,
Well,
Molly?
you just run along, sweetheart. I'll get somebody to bowl with you.
Yeah, but my gosh, kiddo, we've tried all afternoon to think of
I've
somebody.
really thought of somebody this time. Go on now, run along.
Yeah, but who did you think?
Never mind. Just leave everything to me. I'll make a phone call and have a fourth bowler at the Alleys within 20 minutes. Here's your hat.
Yeah, but...
Did I ever break a promise to you?
No, but...
All right, get going and don't worry. Goodbye.
Yeah, but... Goodbye.
Ah, bless his exclusive little masculine heart. Hello, operator. Give me Toops' residence, please. Hello, Mrs. Toops. Molly McGee speaking. I won't be able to play bridge tonight, Clara. No, I'm going bowling with the boys.
The King's Men and Bella Bella Marie.
When the sun goes down, there's a melody. It says, come back to old Capri. Bella, Bella, Bella Marie, you're the fairest of my Bella Marie. Bella, 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 Bella Marie, you are divine. Bella, Bella, Bella Marie, you're the fairest of my Bella Marie. Bella, 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 Bella Marie, you are divine. When it's springtime, the songbirds bring back the melody of a night in Capri when I met my sweet Marie. There were stars in the skies and love in her eyes divine. It was heaven to see, but heaven could not be mine. Though her lips didn't tell, I knew very well Marie was the girl of my dreams and would always be. Now my heart is forever lost in the melody of Marie. Bella, Bella Marie, sweet Marie. Bella, 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 Bella Marie. You're the fairest of my Bella Marie. Bella, 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 Bella Marie. You are divine. Bella, 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 Bella Marie. Oh, Marie, you're the fairest of my Bella Marie. Bella, 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 Bella Marie. You are divine. Bella, Bella, Bella Marie. Bella, Bella Marie.
Molly said she'd have somebody over here to bowl with us in plenty of time, Latriv. He ought to be here, whoever it is.
Well, I hope he's good. We've got a chance to move into first place tonight, you know, if we're good.
Yes, I'd have brought my wife along to bowl with us, but she couldn't make it.
Why not, Junior?
She doesn't bowl.
Oh. Well, I wish the guy'd get here, whoever he is. I'm as nervous as a turtle trying to get into a people-neck sweater.
Yeah. I might have hunted up another bowler myself, but I was tied up most of the afternoon.
You were what, Latriv?
I say I was tied up most of the afternoon.
Who did that to you, boy?
Who did what to me?
Tied you up, he means. Don't you, pal?
Yeah, what kind of a knot did they use, Latriv?
Just an ordinary square knot.
Huh?
It was my auditor. He was showing me some rope escape tricks, and he had me tied up so tight that I couldn't get away.
My gosh, when you said tied up, I naturally thought you meant you were in a conference.
Hey, here comes the manager of the Alleys, fellas. Hello, Mr. Allen.
Hello, Wilcox. Number 3 and 4 alleys will be vacant in a few minutes, Mayor. You fellas ready?
Just about, Fred. We're waiting for a substitute right now.
Yeah, substitute, Fred.
You ought to be along any minute, though.
Yeah, any minute, though.
Well, okay. Start when you're ready. Good luck, Mayor.
Thanks, Fred.
Say, there's some pretty good scores up out there. How do you fellas feel? Lucky?
Oh, I always feel lucky. Till I bowl the first ball.
I hope the luck I had yesterday is a good sign. I don't mind telling you boys that I picked up a pretty penny in the stock market yesterday.
Yeah? Lincoln or Indian?
I beg your pardon?
He means the penny. Was it A Lincoln or Indian head.
Yeah, what is there about one penny that makes it prettier than the next one, Lagrave?
Look, when I said I picked up a pretty penny.
Yes, when you've seen one penny, you've seen them all, I always say. How's that, pal?
Good, Junior, good.
Evidently, you fellows don't pay much attention to coins. Here, I've got the penny right here. See for yourself. See how bright and shiny? Isn't that a pretty penny? I picked it up in the stock market, lying under a desk.
Hey, what were you doing lying under a desk?
Skip it, Junior, skip it. Nice try, but let it go. It won't work without Molly anyhow. My gosh, Turvey, if you don't cooperate any better than tonight, we won't get enough score to win the booby prize tonight.
Well, personally, I'd like to get started. Where's that guy Molly's going to send?
Oh, hey, look, here comes Molly herself. My gosh, the guy can't make it, and she's come down here to tell us of all the rotten grits.
Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Your Honor, and Mr. Wilcox.
Hello, nice to see you.
Gee whiz, kiddo, what happened? We're ready to start.
I told you I'd get you another bowler, didn't I?
Yeah, well, where is he?
He's me.
Huh?
I mean, she's me.
What?
Or I'm it. You boys ready?
Well, this is a surprise, but I guess...
Yeah, you know us, Molly. We're always glad to see you. Anyhow.
Thanks, boys.
Look, Tootsie, this is for dough. This is tournament stuff.
Good.
But I mean, these scores get added up. There's only 2 more weeks of the tournament left.
Well, let's not spend all of it talking. Oh, there's the manager, McGee. Hello, Mr. Allen.
Hiya, champ. Good luck.
Well, let's get started.
Huh? Okay. Maybe we can run up enough score between the 3 of us to carry Molly. Okay, grab a ball, Molly. Oh, you already got one. Now, look, you hold it this way, and... Oh, you know how to hold it. Okay, now stand with 1 foot forward like... Oh, you know how to stand.
Yes, you stand back, sweetheart.
Huh?
Watch it. Here I go. Oh.
A strike! Why, that's great, Molly.
Hey, you knocked down all the pins, kiddo. That's called a strike, see? That gives you 10 and... Hey, how'd you know the manager of this place?
Mr. Allen? Oh, he's the one who's been giving me lessons.
Lessons?
Sure.
Huh?
Look, dearie, you're holding that ball all wrong. All wrong.
Yeah?
Now, if you hold it this way and let it go with a reverse twist into the 1-2 pocket, you'll either get a strike or... Here, wait till I show you.
Huh?
Set him up in the other alley, son. See with this grip here and little body English.
Right now, thousands of housewives are preparing their floors for the holiday season. They're making sure those floors will be glossy and bright during the next 2 months by using Johnson's Paste Wax. And they're doing more. They're putting a protective coat over those floors. For Johnson's Paste Wax forms a coat as strong and hard, as resistant to wear and scuffing as it is handsome to look at. And that tough coat of Johnson's Paste Wax is easy to clean. A few strokes with a dry mop or a flick of a dust cloth keeps that waxed surface as bright as $1. Make a note to get Johnson's Paste Wax tomorrow. In the long run, you save yourself work. You save the fine surface of your floors. And you're making sure that the floors your friends will see are floors that are bright and beautiful. Oh, by the way, your dealer has a special buffer that quickly and easily gives your floors the highest polish possible. It's Johnson's new floor polisher, the Beauty Floor Electric Polisher. You can buy one from your Johnson dealer or rent one at low cost if you prefer.
Ladies and gentlemen, all of us are interested in financial security for ourselves and our families.
Money invested in U.S. savings bonds today will help make that future security possible. U.S. savings bonds are a cash reserve which combine a generous profit with the utmost safety.
So join that large and growing group of Buy a Bond Month citizens and know that you're not only investing in your own future, but helping in the battle against inflation.
The future of the United States is up to you, so don't pass the buck. Save it and get interest on it.
Good night.
Good night, all.
The makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coat, Racine, Wisconsin, and Brantford, Canada, bring you Fibber McGee and Molly each week at this time, and Fred Waring on Monday and Wednesday morning. Be with us again next Tuesday night, won't you? Good night.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.